So today I want to talk to you about entrepreneur and business owner pain points and trying to come up with the answer of what is their biggest pain point. So if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, this could be very relevant to you. So keep on watching, keep on listening. Welcome back to consecutive day 1763 of a diary of a runpreneur. And today's topic is all about entrepreneur stroke business owners pain points and what is their biggest pain point. But before we get into the topic, please don't forget that this vlog is part of a fundraiser of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, a distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style. And more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save. So back to the topic at hand. Entrepreneur, business owner, pain points. So the reason for this vlog today, as always, I give you some context in terms of my diary, so to speak, which this vlog is that I've just launched a new business operations director, which is a digital operations director, so to speak. So it's an operating system for businesses that drives efficiencies, gives systems and processes, helps with people management, task management, project management, and also creates real-time data reports that can be used to make real-time data-driven decisions. So there's a reason why it's structured in the way it is, and I'll go into that perhaps on a separate episode. But ultimately the reason we've kind of created the product is because 9 out of 10 businesses fail. So 90% of businesses fail, which is a scarily alarming stat. And when I did a little bit of research into this, the main reasons that came out, the top 3, which is what I've kind of based the business on, is 85% of business owners state poor cash flow management, running out of cash related issues. So cash flow, so to speak. And a lot of this is because it's scary how little business owners and entrepreneurs know about their cash position, about how long is their cash flow runway, what is their real-time P&L, not what the accountant shows them looking back at 6 weeks, 2 months, so to speak. It's too far behind. So that's one area. The second one is that 40% of business owners work over 60 hours a week. That's just not sustainable. And 60% of business owners work over 50 hours. So between 60% of business owners are working over 50 hours a week, with 40% working, over 60 hours a week. It's just not sustainable. The entrepreneur's going to burn out doing too much in the day-to-day, and the business isn't really a business. It's reliant heavily upon the entrepreneurial business owner. So that evidence is that there's a lack of systems and processes, a lack of automation, a lack of administrative tasks being done by people other than the entrepreneur. So a time saving would be a really good outcome for a business owner or entrepreneur with systems and processes, automation, AI driven systems. And the third one is that 75% of entrepreneurs and business owners state people. So whether that's recruiting the right people, whether that's keeping the right people, whether that's developing the right people, whether that's getting rid of the wrong people, or whether it's micromanaging people. And all of those things, again, people can create, you have to have people in your business, but it can create huge problems if you get the wrong people, and huge problems if you don't maintain the best people and develop the best people. So, and how you manage them, how you delegate tasks to them without kind of micromanaging them, it's really, really important. So they're the 3 biggest reasons why 90% of businesses fail. And that's ultimately what Digital Operations Director has been created to solve. And so my question today is all about which is, in my opinion, the biggest. Well, the stats don't lie. The highest percentage was the 85% of people struggle with cash. So that to me says that financial clarity, cash flow management, cash flow forecasting, P&Ls, real-time financial data, to have a clarity on their financial position would be a huge game changer. And it's quite good talking this through. It's quite good talking this through because prior to that, I'm building this 12-week implementation of Digital Operations Director, where we build it for our entrepreneurs and business owners. But doing it in the right order to get the biggest impact as quickly as possible is always a challenge. And I think by basically using the stats and the data that I have, it's answered that question for me. I currently have the financial build further down the list, but in actual fact, that needs to be right at the top of the list because that's going to solve the biggest pain points for the most entrepreneurs. So yeah, that's ultimately the conclusion. So thank you for helping me work through this dilemma. So the learnings from my diary today is that running a business is incredibly hard. 90% of them fail. And there's several reasons why 90% of businesses failed. I mean, there's talks of entrepreneurs losing 20 to 30% of revenues based on inefficiencies within their business. And these inefficiencies can be in so many different areas. But the kind of three biggest ones that I see is 85% of entrepreneurs state poor cash flow management, running out of cash, anything to do with the financial side of the business being the reason their business fails. 75% say people. So this is whether it's recruiting the best people, keeping the best people, developing the best people, getting rid of the worst people, or micromanagement has a big problem. And 40% of entrepreneurs work over 60 hours a week, and 60% of entrepreneurs work over 50 hours a week. So 60% of entrepreneurs are working at least 50 hours a week, with a large proportion of those working over 60 hours a week, which is not sustainable. So the fact that the entrepreneur is ultimately the business, that's another major issue. But reading the data today, I've ascertained that 85% of people are saying cash and cash flow. So that's answered my question. I believe that to be the biggest reason why the majority of businesses fail. Run out of money, run out of cash. So that's how I'm going to focus Operations Director. I'm going to get that side of things created and set up as quickly as feasibly possible, because that's going to give the entrepreneur or the business owner, who are my clients, the biggest impact and the biggest positive return on the investment into Digital Operations Director. So thank you for your help with that. That's it for me today. Any questions or comments, all the relevant ones I will respond to. Do remember though, that if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run blogging on consecutive days of distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. The more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy. I'll see you again tomorrow.